Hello and welcome to the Playcast for tonight. It's time to start winter here, so one thing you can do in the winter, you can't plant any real crops, but you can plant winter seeds, which I guess, they'd probably be in here. Do I have, I guess I don't get winter seeds yet, or didn't get them yet. That's fall seeds, so. You can plant those foraging winter seeds. There's a sort of a bug that sometimes on the first day of winter something will stick around, won't die. Like right here, this one grapevine didn't die. Why that is, but it'll die the next day, I'm sure. So let's see, what have I got going on here? I guess I could close the door, even though they're not going to come out in the winter regardless. I guess one thing I want to do is move this inside. Let's see. Yep, that's right, I got to empty it first. Actually, I guess I want to leave that chest there for the lightning rods. Let's build a new chest. There's this. I forgot to bring in the milk pail. Oh, for crap's sake. So I need to, or did I expand my barn? Guess I already did expand it once, so I can buy a sheep, or maybe it's a goat. I guess it's a goat at this stage. But I can't do that on Monday, so I'll have to wait until Wednesday before I can do that. Let's see, I could upgrade a tool. If I can't upgrade buildings or buy an animal, I guess I could upgrade a tool. I would have the money for that. So let's upgrade the axe. Oh. That's something new added in the latest version too. This little storyline with the critter that you spot, and then it leaves behind tracks in the snow. I guess it doesn't leave them behind here, but once you get over here, then you see the tracks. That's the idea. Anyway, you're supposed to notice them, and then you follow his tracks up here. Of course, I'm spoiling it. And then you follow him to this bush and bump the bush, and he jumps out. He gives you a magnifying glass for whatever reason. And that allows you to read secret notes, and then you'll find a bunch of secret notes as you go about your business. And they're clues to various things. So it's kind of cool. Just another little extra thing. probably end up going mining tomorrow. I'll spend this day kind of running around, but then tomorrow can be a full mining day. He's coming this way. Take care of these geodes first. Okay, gold axe. So I can't go down any trees for a couple of days. So let's go comb the beach. You can find a lot on the beach in the winter time just hoeing up. Of course, now I say a lot. I say you can find a lot, and now I'm going to find nothing. But you will find stuff. It just takes, There's a yam. And that's the thing. I need to, for the winter forage bundle, I need to, I've got a snow yam and a winter root now, so I need a, crystal fruit and a crocus. That's the other thing. Which I won't find them down here. So I don't want to spend too much time at it. But you can basically hoe up the whole beach and find lots of winter roots and snow yams and sometimes clay and various other things. Let's see what's going on in here. Yeah, I've got some stuff. I don't need to worry about taking it with me right now. Basically, winter is the best time for finding these artifact spots. There's more of them. It's probably also easier to spot them, but there's more of them too. So it's worth roaming around a bit, looking for them. And I'm looking around for crystal fruit and crocuses anyway. Oh, I've got a crocus. I guess I already ran across one. So I really am just looking for a crystal fruit. You can find those in the mines sometimes too, so it's possible I have one already, but oh, there's one. I don't think I have one already, and you will find them very occasionally in the mines for some critter gives them off. I forget what, but so now I need to make a run to the community center and get that bundle finished. Can't do any lumberjacking without my axe here. Pretty warm in here today. I got the the forecast was for a pretty, coldish day, but like 30-mile-an-hour winds. So I thought, well, that's going to be kind of drafty, so I better crank up the heat. Got a good fire going right from the beginning of the day, and it's been more than adequate. I had it up to like 78. It's like that's almost too warm. I think this will finish off this room. Yeah. So, one of them, that one, and one of them. Think. Oh yeah, this repairs the bridge, which is not a big deal, but it's a nice to have thing. It's not an essential thing, but it's a nice to have thing. What did I have left in this one? Just the animal stuff. Okay, well, it's gonna be a little while on that. Gotta get a goat. Gotta get a sheep. For now, we're gonna go home and plant these winter seeds. And I'm not going to plant them all. I'm just going to plant them around this sprinkler so I don't have to screw with actually watering them. These are just, they're the winter forage stuff, like the snow yam and crocus and so on. So they're not really worth much, but it's like, well, what the hell, as long as they give them to you, might as well plant them. They're worth something as far as to sell, but I don't know how much trouble they're actually worth going to. Now, the winter roots are nice because you can combine them with the cave carrots to make a pretty good mining recipe. The other things are just, okay. What'd I come back here for? I guess I was looking for this. Drop this stuff off. Oh, that's right. I should get the cave carrots, take them with me. And I got a few more winter roots. Pop them in the fridge, the refrigerator, and yeah, get the mining or the roots platter, which gives you an attack bonus. So I will just hang on to that when it's time to go mining tomorrow. Let's prepare a bunch of these also. Okay, what do we got going on here? There's plenty of hops there for that to be working on. Alright, what else did I have to do? I can check the fruit cave. I did a bonus video for my programming series today, and the more I think about it, the more I think of little things that should have, little things I didn't quite cover, the way I wanted to, and I've almost convinced myself to scrap it and redo it. I don't know. So, I have not decided yet, I guess. Well, I can't chop down any trees. I've already cleared all my boulders, I guess. I could look around down here and see if I can find any stones. There's one. There's a secret note. Alright, I think I found all the rocks. Let's check out the secret note. A lot of the notes are more information on recipe, on foods that people like, to give them as gifts. I guess someone decided that the game wasn't quite forthcoming enough with that information, so they decided to beef it up a little bit. Let's leave that. Okay. I guess it's time to turn in. So, tomorrow to the mines. There's the Junimos fish. Junimos or Jumino? Junimos, I think. Fixing the bridge. So, could go there tomorrow, but I think I'll just go mining. Still trying to get that 4th dwarf scroll. Oh, the auto grabber. Yeah. It is a nice thing, but it's expensive. Won't be getting that for a little while. A squid. Yeah, that's a tough one. Squid aren't real easy to catch. They're not the worst, but not tremendously easy. I don't know if that tree is potentially causing any problems for this building or not. Actually, let's sell some stuff. guy may want outside. Gotta let guy outside. Still windy outside. We got pretty lucky though. We had pretty steady rain for a day or so, but it never quite got low enough to freeze it. So it just went down as rain. And that was fortunate. Alright, so we'll take the 2 bombs that we got. We'll take this soup and roots for food and bonuses. And we'll kick some ass in the mines. Because we've also got a quest, although I think I would have to get them killed and get to Lewis today to get the reward for that. That's the problem with those 2-day quests. You almost have to do them on the day you get them, or otherwise it's hard to get your reward before it's too late. I'm not sure if I can kill them today and then still get the reward tomorrow. Anyway, whoops, what am I doing? Looks like I don't know where I'm going. First of all, let's eat the roots. Bastard. So I'm really looking for levels with dirt in them, which probably means I should have started like level 90. Although I guess I'm also looking for squids, or not squids, slimes or sludges or whatever they want to call them. To get the reward. So that should give me the reward for that if I can get to Lewis in time. It's not a big deal. It's like $250 or something like that, or maybe 500. But still, it's not that much. Hey, there's instructions on how to find a treasure. It's a treasure map. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not a very good treasure. Give me the stairs. There we go. It's a crowded area. In fact, it's a good place for a bomb. Another secret note. Like I said, they come kind of fast once you start getting them. Oh, another treasure map. I think that one's a little better a treasure. It's at least a treasure you can sell. Just so much easier to kill those things if you come at them from the south. Maybe it could just be me, but I think it works a lot better that way. These things are easy to kill anywhere. Although I walked right into that one. Another secret note. Leia's favorite gifts. Oh, I need to eat. That's what I'm thinking about. Get my energy back up. So I've gone 5 levels now and haven't seen any dirt. So I guess I started in the wrong place. I should have started on like level 90. There is a little bit on this one. I think guy might want back in. Can't tell sometimes if he's barking at things or barking to come in. I'll give him a second to see if he can clarify. Yeah, I think he wants in. All right, gotta go let him in. Last night, guy was lying on the floor rather than curling up in his chair like he usually does. Not sure what that was about. And he'll do that sometimes in the summer when it's really hot. You know, it's more comfortable to lay on the hardwood floor than to be in a cushioned chair, but I didn't think it was that hot in here. guess even if I'm not finding a lot of dirt, I am getting stuff. I am getting value. There's a diamond. 2 diamonds. I hate that. You got a monster right on the other side of a rock. As soon as you break the rock, the monster's coming through, and you can't. You know, the monster can move before you, basically, because you're gonna. Once you swing your axe, you've got to finish that swing, sort of. That motion is good. That motion is a complete thing that has to finish before you can do the next thing, before you can switch to your sword. And so, while you're while you're desperately trying to get switched to your sword, the monster is already coming through where the rock was and whacking at you. It's kind of annoying. So if it's at all possible, it's better to back off and come at them a different way rather than try to break a rock and have them right in your face. Another note. Ooh, I hid something behind the community center. That's a hard one to find unless you go and basically find a spoiler on it, because the community center is kind of a big building, and just to say behind it, like, okay, what does that mean? How do you find something that's behind the community center? Do you just walk around, and is walking over it going to work, or do you have to click on something? Or, if you do have to click on something, do you have to right click or left click, or do you have to, like, dig it up with your hoe, or break something with your axe, or what's that mean? A lot of possibilities there. Gosh darn it, I'm going to run out of time here again. Before I get... Oh, here's some dirt. Grief, he's whacking at me. Let's eat a bit. One good thing about the notes is once you look at them, they go into your collections and you don't have to carry them around with you. So that's in the desert. I can't go there yet. But that's another treasure map. Come on, dwarf scroll. gonna have to get out of here pretty quick. Time's gonna run out. I don't want to be paying to get dragged home. I'll sell the extra gems. Oh, got another note I haven't looked at yet. Let's see. Sell those things. Guess that's about everything that I want to sell right now. What the? Come on, what the hell? I think maybe my mouse battery's running low. Seems a little sluggish. Let's take that inside. Let's see. Put that there. If you fall asleep inside your house out of bed, that's okay. That doesn't cost you anything other than you wake up with less energy. But oh, there's a note from Linus about finding garbage in the trash cans, or treasures in the trash cans, as the case may be. Hey, I can craft the mega bomb now. I got a decent chunk of money there. Alright, so today I should go to Clint, get my axe back. What else? I should go buy a goat. I can definitely do those two things. I'm going to go to Clint. I'll take the geodes along. Leave the mining type stuff here. One thing that's kind of handy is if you hold hay as you run around and run into your animals, you won't accidentally double click on the animals, because when you're trying to pet them, one click pets them. After that, every other click opens their little dialogue box, or whatever their informational box, or whatever. Their informational pop-up, let's put it that way. Like that. So it gets pretty annoying. Now wait a second, what'd I do? Oh, I guess I did have that in my hands. I don't remember grabbing it. Weird. Anyway, and so when you're in a crowd of animals, it can be hard to walk around and pet them all once without tripping over their informational pop-ups over and over. Okay, I need 5 bars of gold if I'm going to get something else upgraded while I'm there. I don't know if I am, because I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but I'm going to take them along just in case. Let's put that. Okay. I've still got an hour before, I think, well, she might open at 8. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's 9, but yeah, 9 to 6, that's right, okay. So, I'll buzz a quick circle around here looking for artifacts. Alright, now she's open. And now we can get a goat. 4,000 for the goat. It's not going to leave me enough money to upgrade a tool, so yeah, my mouse is definitely acting up. Get out of the way, kiddo. Could go fishing for squid. That would probably be a good choice, since I have a quest for that. Speaking of quests, yeah, see, my quest to kill 4 slimes expired, even though I did it yesterday. I completed it in time, but it expired before I could get back to Lewis to get my reward. See if any of that is new. Don't think it probably is, no. Say hi to Penny. Haven't seen her in a few days. Still at 7. Yeah, let's just go fishing for squid. Although, actually, I'm not sure. Hey, there's something I need. Come on. I don't really want to have to go change my battery right in the middle of playing here, but I might have to. Hey, there's... Okay, that's going to complete a bundle. So since squid are a night fish, that means probably can't catch them until at least 2, maybe 6. So I should probably run this Nautilus shell up to the community center, finish that bundle, and come back. Speaking of bundles, I also just need a tuna for this one. Maybe I better fish right now, because tuna should also now be available in the winter. That's a tuna. Fairly sure. Not sure about that one. Yeah, that's a red mullet. Okay. The tuna jumps up pretty fast, and then it drops fairly fast, too. The red mullet goes up, but not as fast. And this is probably a sardine. Something small like that. Actually, let's go ahead and run up to the community center and then come back to fish for squid in the evening. Because I got stuff for 2 bundles now. Might as well take the quest, even if you're not going to go do it. As far as I know, it doesn't cost you anything. Damn it, why am I running that way when I wanted to go to the community center? I'm not thinking about the task at hand here very well. Let's see, I need to rearrange. I'm going to have to go change my mouse battery here in a second, I think. It's getting obnoxious. And if a fish gets away because I couldn't click properly, that's going to be annoying. Beach warp totems, which allow you to warp to the beach. Okay, so I need a sturgeon from the lake, and I can't get a sandfish till I go to the desert, or maybe buy one from the cart. Pufferfish are in the ocean. I don't remember what their season is like, what their schedule is like. Okay, what was the other thing? I guess it was on the bulletin board. Yeah, there's here. Hey, it's a recycling machine that I need for the beach. Good deal. I don't have to make one. Okay, let's try to find the thing that's hidden behind the community center while we're up here. So basically, I think you have to go and whack around. Oh, I found it. It made it look easier than I was describing, but that's because I already had an idea. And so I just had to whack around in the area with my hoe, but I don't know whether it would have worked to whack around with an axe or something else. It's possible, but... Okay, so back to the beach then. We'll see if it's... We'll plant the recycler. And then see if it's time to catch squid yet. Okay, I'm definitely going to change my battery after this one. Because this is not... I'm not able to control this very well. Alright, changing the battery. I'll be back. Okay, let's see if it works any better with the new battery. Or recharged battery, I guess I should say. Perfect. A herring. We'll cut down this tree. Or no, is it a tree? Yeah, that's after the shrubbery bit. We must find the largest tree in the forest and cut it down with this herring. I'm sure everyone knows what movie that's from. And this probably tuna. It could be a squid. Nope, tuna. I think the squid jumps around more than that. I'm not totally positive because it's been a while since I've been fishing for one. Now that it's 6 o'clock, maybe they'll start showing up. I think that's the cutoff for night fish. Something kind of jerky. This might be it. Nope, albacore. Sea cucumbers aren't even edible, but I mean, in themselves they aren't edible. But I think there's a recipe. I think the Lucky Lunch maybe takes them. I'm not sure about that. Come on, let's have some squid. Oh, that was good timing. I was just wondering about my fishing tackle. Oh, hell, I didn't bring the stuff. I didn't bring the copper bar and sap to make new fishing tackle. I left them behind. I've got the gold bars. I might as well make one of these. The treasure hunter tackle, basically it says it slightly increases the chance to find treasures. It's definitely slight because I can't tell it makes any difference. But what happens then is when there is a treasure and your bar is on the treasure, the fish does not get away while your bar is on the treasure. So it makes it easier to catch the treasures. Because otherwise, while you're actually trying to get the treasure, the fish is getting away usually. I'm actually wondering if this is a poor luck day because I haven't seen a treasure the whole time I've been fishing here. Which is pretty unusual. And there's one. Barely got it. Almost got the fish too fast that time. That's some crap treasure. And my mouse is still... It used a rechargeable battery in it, and I don't know. I don't know if this battery was really well charged or not. Damn it, if this is a squid and it gets away because my battery is screwed. I think it is a squid. It's jumping around quite a bit to be anything else. Yep, there we are. Come on, mouse. I use a wireless mouse, which back when wireless mice first were a thing and became affordable, I was like, well, that's awesome. Not have that wire dragging around. And nowadays, I use the mouse so little, and I don't even know if it's worth it to have to screw with a battery. I could just have a mouse that's on a wire, and for the rare occasions I use it, it'd be fine. I really only use it to play games like this. It's the main thing, just a few programs that don't have keyboard controls. Yeah, let's fish a little more. I guess the thing to do is to go look for Willie. He's the one that wants to see the squid. And he could be at the bar, or he could already be home, in which case it's too late. Oh, there's Abigail's hanging out in the cemetery. She's inviting me back to her room, which is pretty bold, really. Yeah, there he is. Hey now. Good night. Bring Willie a squid. I didn't think I had to actually hand it to him, but I guess maybe I do. Most of those fishing, I guess that's different from the other types, where most of the fishing quests, it's like catch 3 carp or whatever, and then as soon as you talk to Willie after you do it, that does it. I guess that one's different. It's too late to visit the trailer. Okay, take stuff home. Actually, it's not that late yet. Let's do that quest. This will be another spoiler. I've got this secret note, whichever one it is here. This one, okay. So that's their house. That's Jody's house. If you look at the little picture, it matches. So what it's saying is start on their doorstep and then do these moves. So left, up, right, up are the first 4. So starting here, left as far as you can go, and then up, right, up, and then you gotta look and see what was next, because that's much of my memory can hold. Right, down, left, down. So right, I think I know where this one is, but I'll just follow the instructions. Down, left, down, left, down, and then then, okay. See, that time I had to right click. Finding the other thing behind the community center, I had to whack with my hoe, so you never know. So I got a solid gold Lewis statue, which says Mayor's Secret Project. So you get hints sometimes that Lewis isn't really all that, what would you say? Not all that benevolent a mayor. Like he's apparently lining his own pockets to build himself a gold statue of himself. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think you can sell it. I think all you can do is keep it or throw it away. Yeah. So, let's see. I do want to sell that and that. I can sell warp totems, huh? I don't think I will, but I could. Alright. Yes, it's getting late. Okay. The mouse is starting to piss me off. Let's, now I'm probably not going to want to upgrade my pickaxe tomorrow. I'm going to want to go to the, I'm either going to want to go mining again or go to the, I can't think, the, quarry. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's, okay, yeah, the grapes are first in line. So I should be getting some wine here at some point soon. Let's sell some things. Actually, let's sell those also. I'll start getting, need to start filling out the collection for sold things at some point anyway. That. Throw this other stuff in my chest of junk that I would sell if I could. And that's good for the night. So, one more day. Oops. Hell. Oh, I got those backwards. The way I usually do them. Not much in the bat cave lately. Okay, so my baby goat won't be ready to make any milk for a while. Oh. Just realized I got nothing in the incubator at the moment. I guess the next thing I would want to get would be another duck. So I don't have any duck eggs today, so I will wait until I have a duck egg. and stick it in there. I don't suppose I have enough money to upgrade either of my buildings. I do have enough to get the stable. What does the stable require? I think it might require... Well, shoot. I don't remember, and I don't want to go to the trouble of going to check the wiki. So it might even require iron bars, and if it does, it requires 5. Hell. Well, let's go find out. I don't suppose they open till 9 either. Nope. Yep, I already found one of those. Didn't recognize that one, but I clicked through it before I had a chance to see what it said. Stable. Oh, hell, that is what it needed, is iron bars. Yeah, that figures. Yeah, deluxe coop is 20,000, 25,000. The mill is not all that tremendously useful a thing. It basically means you don't have to go to the store to buy flour and sugar for recipes. That's about the extent of it. Alright, so I'm going to need iron bars before I can build a stable, which means I'm going to need to go get more iron from the mines before I can do that. There's some artifacts, or potential artifacts. Nope, just seeds. Let's check up here. I haven't been up here in a while. Oh, that's right. I've got a treasure map. There it is. The X is right next to the boulder there. Yay, and it's a literal treasure chest, loaded with treasure. This is sure to fetch a good price, which I guess is kind of their way of telling you this is not something you need to hang on to. It's just sell it, get the money out of it. That's nice. Be able to take down a tree in 4 chops, plus 2 for the stump. Can be a serious lumberjack now. I've been thinking about trying to get an intern or an office manager or something, whatever you would call it. I've got a project I want to do that's going to involve a lot of scanning in of documents of newspapers, basically. It's 30 or 40 years of a monthly paper that needs to be scanned in, and then the scanned images have to be cleaned up, pasted together, and it's going to be a lot of grunt work, kind of. And I don't want to say grunt work because it is going to take some knowing what a person's doing, but it's not. I don't know. It's not difficult stuff. It's mostly painstaking, especially the scanning, sitting there and scanning like 32 pages for an issue. It takes a while. So I'm thinking about trying to get somebody to help with that. And I don't know whether to try to do an intern type thing where somebody who like wants to learn the system administration side of stuff, and then say, okay, you can help with this and you can also help with that, or just hire somebody or try to find somebody that wants to like split the project. I don't know. I'm thinking that there would be I'm thinking it could be a small money maker, not like a huge thing, but I think there would be interest in this, and there would be people that would pay a subscription basically to have access to all the issues of this old newsletter or newspaper or whatever you want to call it. It kind of morphed over the years. When it started out, it was more of a town newspaper, and then it gradually became kind of a newsletter about one specific interest. So I'm not going to get into the details of it on here right now, but I've been wanting to work on it for a long time, and I just haven't had time to sit down and spend that much time scanning in issues. I need to. I've done a couple of them, but like really before I start promoting this thing as an actual available site, it probably ought to have like a year's worth of issues on it, or a dozen, or something like that. And just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. So I don't know. I might try to find somebody to bring in on that project. It would be kind of weird. I've been working on my own for a long time. Wore myself out. Did I find any geodes while I was at that? Sometimes you'll find yeah, I did find one right there. Too late for Clint, though. I'm just barely too late. Yeah. Did I find anything? Oh yeah, I found something Gunther wanted to see. Yeah, the hand axe. Guess that's all. Alright, I'm almost full. Penny's gift list for people. It's kind of funny. Penny doesn't want to get Pam any alcohol, but Pam loves all the Pam loves beer and pale ale and all the alcohols. But Penny's like, don't get her that. It is kind of funny though, because of the way the code works, the people sometimes will tell you what other people like, and so Penny may tell you, if you ever want my mom to love you, get her a pale ale, because that's just generated dialogue. That's not specific dialogue somebody typed up. That's just generated from basically what's in the database of who likes what. But then you'll also get other dialogue from Penny that's, basically like, don't give my mom anything to drink because she's a terrible alcoholic, and Penny herself hates all the alcohol foods as gifts, so you don't want to give her any of them. But basically, it's her mom, the two kids that she teaches, and then the two older people in town that she's sort of friends with. It's kind of funny. There's only there's like 30 people total in town, and yet they still manage to only be friends with some of them. Speaking of her, I haven't seen her. Yeah, there's my mouse acting up again. Nope, she's not home. Probably walking the kids home. I already talked to Pam, didn't I? Now Pam's hitting on me, inviting me to the bar. That's weird. I suppose it's probably not supposed to seem like she's hitting on you, but well, I have enough iron now to get my iron bars made. Just enough to get the stable. I'm glad I'm about done here because this is really... Fighting my mouse is really frustrating. I'm going to have to charge up a battery better. But I'm going to finish this day if it kills me here. Let's take that out. That out. Oh, there's the copper. Take the copper out. Okay, so I'm just making sure the iron is first in line. And then put the other stuff back in. So the iron will get processed first. I've already got jade. I've already got emerald. Keep a jade. Keep another. Keep a couple of them. I'm probably going to go get the stable tomorrow when the bars are done. The rest of those 2 iron bars. I'll have to remember what the stable required. I had everything with me though except the iron bars. I think it was hardwood and stone probably. But anyway, I'll take all the same stuff I took that time, and plus the 5 iron bars. Okay, I like to keep those with me for making the fishing lure. The bobber that I prefer. Drop these up here. Still no wine. What else? I got a little more. Well, I got no energy, so I guess I don't really have any time to kill to do anything. So I guess that's going to be it for tonight. That's my 4 days, the first 4 days of winter. There's no point in checking the weather report in the winter because it doesn't matter. There's no there's no rain in the winter, so whether it snows or doesn't or whatever, it's all the same. So I guess I am turning in for the night. And then I'm going to go charge my mouse battery. Yeah, that treasure chest is 5,000. That's what I thought. Too bad you can only find it once. Alright, and my progress has been saved. So, that's it for tonight. And thank you for watching.